fact, in more updates coming in, satellite images have revealed the extent of damage caused by the overnight strike from India. As the conflict with Pakistan escalates, the tri-service operation targeted 9 different locations across both the regions, and these 4 strikes were conducted in Pakistan, well within Pakistan. As we know, the military action was aimed to eliminate leaders of the terrorist organizations. These satellite images show the impact that it has had. Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad, we've just played out some of the visuals as well, some of the details also being revealed by our forces on the entire operation. The important message that India has sent out is, and this Operation Sindoor is much more impactful than the ones that we've had before, because it goes deep inside Pakistan. What have been your key takeaways from it? And again, this is a question that is difficult to answer, but do you think Pakistan has learned its lesson, that India is going to dismantle the heart of terror, is going to hit the heart of the entire terror infrastructure?
Good morning to you. Well, thanks for asking this question. First of all, let me make an opening statement to say ours is a professional armed forces. Pakistan has terrorist armed forces. They are doing terrorist activities even today. They're trying to destroy our civilians, target our civilians all across the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, which is some drastically and very, very stupid act on part of Pakistan terrorist army. As far as we are concerned, we have very clear objectives and aim, and our aim and objectives are clear to say that we will go for the terrorists. The terrorism has been imposed in India for the last about 30 years, since 1991, when Ziaul Haq was the president, and he stated that we cannot fight India in a conventional war. We want to bleed India by 1,000 cuts. And since then, we have been subjected to acts of terrorism time and time and time again. And we've been responding. The last time we responded was at Balakot in Uri, which was something so limited. But this time, they've done a most dastardly attack on innocent civilians and bringing the religion into it. So this was time that Indian armed forces continued to destroy, or attempted to destroy, tried to destroy, begin the destruction of the terrorists. What we have done is to target terrorist camps across the line of control and within the Pakistan across the IB. Please do appreciate and understand that Bhavalpur is a very major military cantonment of the Pakistan Army. We have not targeted the military headquarters. We have not targeted the corps headquarters in the vicinity. We have only targeted the camp, the training area of the militants, and that has been destroyed. We have not targeted any civilians in the vicinity. So this is the difference. Even in Muridke, we have only targeted the camp of the terrorists, but we have not targeted any civilians or any military installation. So the difference is that we are fighting terrorism, they are doing a barbaric act, and that's what the Pakistan Army is now known for across the world.
Absolutely, and this is the reason why the world must also take note and not try to take a balanced or neutral line on this, and instead call out Pakistan for what it is. Stay with us, we have more breaking updates coming in of how spooked Pakistani Defence Minister Khwaja Asif has now raised the nuclear bogey again and has said that if tensions escalate further between India and Pakistan, there is a real danger of nuclear war. That's what he says. And it's quite clear that Operation Sindoor has rattled Pakistan so much so that it is now issuing the nuclear threat. But of course, this is not the first time that we've heard this threat from Pakistan. Well, Colonel Dilly, what do you make of what we've witnessed in Pakistan? First, it was denial, then they turned to anger, then playing victim, and now you have these fake threats being issued.
See, what is unfolding in Pakistan is the repetition of the same script, and this we have seen so many times. It is just the same script is being revisited once again. I will put it, because see what happened during the Kargil days. The same thing. It was denial. Then they said, we didn't know it. Then they said, we have nuclear bombs. So, and then they want foreign mediation, and then finally they, sit together and agree for some kind of actions against terrorists, and then they start the cycle again. So this is what Pakistan has been repeatedly doing, and there's nothing different this time too. So they first of it denied operation in whatever happened in Pahalgam. Then they wanted mediation. and now they say that we have targeted the civilians, and now and now of course from first day until today, nuclear bogey has been their constant thing. I think their go-to thing is that we have nuclear bombs, we have nuclear bombs. That is the one line which, right from their the smallest political leaders to the highest political leadership, everybody keeps mentioning this. So I think India today has overcome these kind of threatening or these kind of bogeys. I think by the time when we carried out the Balakot airstrike, that itself was a message that we will not be bogged down by the constant threat of nuclear bombs and carrying out terrorist activities inside India. I think by this Operation Sindoor, we have taken that to a different level now. We have struck 4 terrorist camps inside Punjab heartland, Pakistan heartland, and that is something which has not happened since 1971 war. So that itself is a big message to Pakistan, that the same bombs or missiles which can target the 100 kilometers inside Pakistan can also be diverted to target the army camps also. So that I think should act as a deterrence for some time at least. Hopefully some better sense should prevail inside the minds of the Pakistani generals. But we all know that they are unlikely to learn from any of the
if history is anything to go by, then they are unlikely to learn any lessons. And like you mentioned, Operation Sindoor, in fact, also hit some of the targets which were close to 40 kilometers from Lahore. So